I started selling boats out of Malaysia, and coincidentally the import duty in Thailand was abolished, and it became a more obvious place to be. And so we moved into the boat lagoon 2 weeks prior to the tsunami, which was not really shortly after we moved in. I was seriously wondering whether we were going to be able to remain in the office or not, with all the uncertainties. And so we've been in the boat lagoon ever since, and we also have a service center and an outboard workshop in the boat lagoon. So that's our base in Phuket. Our current range, top of the range, would be Fairline. We're sitting on the Squadron 78 at the moment, and we then have a range of flybridge boats down from this 78-footer down to 42, and Fairline also have an open sport type of boat that is from 38 to 58 at the moment. We then do a boat that we might be able to see in the background here, which is built in China, Celine ocean trawlers, which is becoming more and more popular for people who are tired of big fuel bills, so we're not in a hurry and who want to go to further away destinations rather than the immediate islands around Phuket. We represent a brand called Elan that is builds sailboats in Slovenia from 51 foot down to 21 foot today. They tend to go for the smaller rather than the bigger, a relatively unknown brand in Asia. There's a few boats in the region, but a lot of competition with the big manufacturers. Since many years we have our Suzuki workshop with a German engineer who is well sought after. Customers are working him hard. Obviously our brokerage section and full maintenance service package for all our customers who buy boats from us. So every single boat we sell we also take care of. I think the trend is that more and more people are a bit fed up with the boating they've been doing out of Singapore or parts of Malaysia or Hong Kong or other parts of Asia, and it's becoming easier and easier to fly into Phuket and keep a boat here and a small apartment or a villa, etc. So I think this is really going to be the main hub of boating in Asia, and surely that will benefit all of us. This will definitely be the main hub of boating in Asia, with little satellite activities around Phuket and with Langkawi with 100 odd islands south of us, and by the time Burma opens up, and in addition the existing islands in Thailand, it's an unbeatable package. If you look again back at Hong Kong and Singapore, where the British forces really started yacht clubs and got involved with dinghy sailing and other activities, gradually the local community got involved, and young boys and girls started sailing boats, and the parents would then bought the boat just because of the children's involvement in boating, and they're now on second, third generation local Singapore or Hong Kong national boat owners, and I think it's going to be a similar structure here. It's going to take time. Traditional, I think a lot of Thais have been told that the sea is dangerous and stay away from the water, and that's deeply rooted. But then you have a generation shift in the corporate world today, with a lot of current CEOs and CFOs, etc., have been educated overseas. They've been introduced to boating in east coast of the US or in New Zealand or south coast of England, and they're now in a position where they can actually have access to corporate funds for different purposes, and don't mind getting back into boating at a sensible level and work their way up and get to know the choices you have here with a boat. And we're trying to maybe reduce our portfolio, be a bit more brand focused if possible, but we also need to be reactive to the market and what people want and what the competition is doing. So whenever there is an opportunity, whether it means opening more offices or taking on more people, currently we have a pool of 16 people working full time, a lot of involved in boat maintenance, sales, and trying to create a one-stop shop where we do everything, including insurance. So when people buy a boat from us, we bring it here, obviously, like all the other brokers, but we also maintain it, we crew it, we insure it, we yeah, they step on board, take the boat and give it back to us, and we'll get it ready for the next trip to come back. Yeah, well, we're sitting on the highlight at the moment, which is the first time that Fairland of this size has been in this part of the world. The nearest one will be in Hong Kong. Being an old and famous shipyard, it took our competitors got here before us, but we're getting there. We have more orders, more boats being built at the moment, and we have displayed 3 boats here, not to make it too dominant. As I mentioned earlier, behind us here we have the trawler range, which is a totally different lifestyle of boating, where it seems to be more and more appealing to people, where you take your time and you relax and you get to places where you can only get to by sail otherwise. We have Monterey coming tomorrow. We have all of the other brands in different marinas, but again, it's cost versus space and availability, and now moved PIMEX to a new date where everyone in the industry agreed that this is a better time, hopefully, where we have easier access to boats. We can show more boats on the water, and as always, hopeful. Everyone is giving it its best shot. We have had some good leads this morning, and one particular, I'm pretty sure that will lead into a sale, whether it's one of our existing brokerage boats here or a new build. But no, it's positive. I think we have a good portfolio, a good package of boats. We've got a good team behind it, and yeah, one of the established players on the island. So it's looking good. I'm positive.